Hello and welcome. Jumpy coming at you once again with some more Myst. This game, oh man, this was such a staple of my childhood. It was the first game my dad ever played with me. He bought it for me along with the whole collection when I was young. He dropped on this island in the middle of nowhere. No idea what's going on. Is that a crow's nest? Is that a ship? Is that what? What's that off in the distance? And it's a real mystery. And yeah, it's one of the great, heralded as one of the great point-and-click adventure puzzle games of its time, even of arguably of all time. You can click left and right to move around the map. Click on things to interact with them, like that door. And it's one of the first and really only games I know that relies so much on all of the aspects of the game, both pointing, clicking, solving puzzles, sound cues. There are sound puzzles which I will be getting to probably later in the game, and yeah, it's really a masterpiece. So let's just jump straight into it. We start on this dock. Looks like a dock. Looks like we have a... In the original game, it didn't have the animation between rotations. It was all actually pre-rendered scenes which you would just click between and they would just fade in between each one. Since the game has been re-released recently, it now has a day-night cycle, which they have alleviated the pain of somewhat by allowing us to have a flashlight. But it can get quite dark in this game now. And so you start on this dock with a mysterious door. You can see some sort of buildings off in the background, but let's investigate this corridor first. Simple click to move. You need to be keeping your eyes around you. You could miss some certain things. Let's head down into this room. It has such fantastic music in this game too. Alright. We're in this decadent looking room with some sort of machine in it. Click on the machine to investigate. Looks like water? It's just glowing blue, I guess. Sit around behind it, shall we? There's another button. Doesn't look like this button does anything, but see the lighting cues. There's a little claw of light over there with some sort of note. It says settings, dimensional imager, topographical extrusion test 40, marker switch diagram 47, water turbulent pool 67. Ah, 67, so I guess that is a water turbulent pool, it looks like. Yes. Alright, so let's see, we have the topographical extrusion test. Let's look at this. Looks like a mountain of some sorts spinning around. Alright, that's the topographical extrusion, I guess. I am quite familiar with this game, so we should be able to get through it quite fast, but then I aim to continue on to Riven, which is Myst 2, the sequel, which I've never played before, so that should take quite a lot longer. Marker switch diagram 47, especially since Riven was such a huge game when it came out that it actually came out on 5 different CDs, each of which contained one of the islands in the world, and you needed to hot switch between the CDs as you were playing. It really made it feel like you were travelling to a different land, having to take the CD out and switch it over to disc number 2, disc number 3. I briefly played it, but don't remember anything of it. Let's go with 47, shall we? That's 47, the marker switch diagram. Now, what's a marker switch? Let's find out. Looks like some sort of object with a handle. Alright, I guess it's a switch that marks. It's very dark in here. In the first game there was no flashlight, but that is a odd graphical effect. I hope that doesn't persist throughout the night sky. It doesn't look like we can do anything with the ship at the moment, so let's move along. Oh! Got a marker switch. It's nice that the pointy finger turns into a little hand. When you can interact with things, let's click it and drag it up, I guess. Nice little sound cue to say you've switched the switch. Let's move on. Now you see this gear from the first island, so let's from the first point. So let's go investigate, shall we? Ah, another marker switch. We may as well switch it. It doesn't look like we can do anything. Is there anything hiding in the dark? Nope, just big gear. Anything behind it? See, it says there's nothing back here. There's no need to actually look at it. Back down the steps. Now it looks like some sort of Colosseum or ancient Roman or Greek. So there's lots of very ancient Roman themes going on in this game. Let's investigate. Dentist chair. Alright, there was something in the wall behind. Oh, there we go. Something on the wall behind us in the previous room as well. Can we close the door behind us? No. We can turn the lights off. Well, sit in the chair, I guess. Yep. And get back out. Just seeing how it fits. Seeing how it feels to sit in the chair. I guess we can't do anything maybe with the lights off. Ah, there we go, we can drag it down. January 1, it looks like stars. Ah, okay, so we can switch between February, days, years, jeez. We can go into the future and time. Alright, so we've got no idea what to do here, so I'm sure I'll come back with some numbers to plug in. Oh, the door closes itself. Okay, we can head back out. Our next building looks like a... not sure what it looks like. There's some books in there. And some paintings. Now, this was one of the mind-blowing things about this game when it first came out. You can spin around this room. There looks like there's a fireplace, a book with a page, a photo of the door, I guess, and a photo, a bookshelf with a lot of books. It looks like a lot of them are actually burnt though. Ah, yes. But there are a few which aren't. We'll come back to them later. And also one that looks burnt, but actually isn't. It took me a long time to find. So we have a blue book with a blue page. We also have a red book with a red page. And a painting saying tower rotation. Those sound cues, they sounds like something big is moving. Grinding to a stop. Let's click on this and it stops for a second, pointing at those. This is obviously a map of the island. We got the building that we're in at the moment, the library. We have the astronomy tower, and then for some reason it stops when it's pointing at the gears, and it also stops when it's pointing at the crow's nest, I guess, by the docks. So there's obviously 2 points of interest. So let's start off by pointing at these gears. Let's listen to this grinding and see what we can figure out from here. Let's investigate these books. Oh, first let's check out this fireplace, shall we? Oh, you can get inside, and there's a button. Okay, looks like we can toggle these squares on and off. And that reminds me of one of those books we were looking at earlier. This is actually one of the few games I know of that you can complete in under 2 minutes as long as you know the right numbers. That pattern looks an awfully lot like these patterns in here. And so if you know which is the right number, I do, but I will continue through the game as planned, and put in the right pattern, that actually takes you to the end of the game immediately, which is pretty nifty. We have the two paintings. We've got a painting that looks like the door behind us, and also a painting that looks like a hallway leading up some stairs. But we have the door. Ooh, there's some stairs. I hear some sounds. Now, in the original Myst, there was no way to move while this animation was in progress, so you never actually saw these stairs being created. You just had to hear the sound of the steps being created, and then you can move, and then you can investigate, and oh look, we have a stone wall where the doorway once was. Now we can click on this, the stairway closes, the door opens up again, and we're back. So obviously that plays some role. We will head up that hallway after we've investigated these books. It looks like we have a blue book. That is just playing a lot of static. Can't click on anything. Alright, what about this page though? It comes to bear that the blue page, see I'm holding a little blue page now in my little hand, should be put in the blue book. Let's see what happens now.
Serious? Who are you?
Serious, is that you? Who are you?
See you.
Akina.
Help me.
Help me?
Blue pages.
Blue pages.
Never and ever. Pages. I must have the blue page.
You must have the blue pages.
Bring them to me.
Bring them to me, please. Fade to black. Alright, so it sounds like this guy, whatever his name is, it's actually Akina. He needs some blue pages. Sounds like he's trapped. Not sure what bringing the blue pages will do, but I'm sure we'll find out. Now, same thing, red book. We have a lot of static with a red page, which we put in, and here's Cirrus.
Who are you?
You must tell me.
Bring me a red page.
I need a red page.
I can't see you.
I can't see you.
I need a red page. You must. I can bring. Shh.
Let's make a red page.
I am serious.
This is Cirrus. Which the other person was asking about.
There is one thing I need to rescue. You must.
Alright, so it sounds like Cirrus wants me to bring him the red pages, and Akina wants me to bring him the blue pages. They both seem a little suspicious, but we've got nothing else to do. So, let's investigate. Remember, we've turned this tower towards the gears. If we check back outside again, if it's possible. Ah, looks like daytime is coming again. Thank goodness. If we look around, we may be able to see up the hill. Let's have a look. Not from here. Again, the original Myst never had this free look, but it looks like there's a tower up on that hill, which corresponds to the tower on the map. And we have rotated the tower, so now we can head to it. And I think that'll do it for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.